Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's presentation of Monologues.
We're really excited to present Summer Group C and D for your enjoyment this evening.
D will go first, and then C.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. My name is Anika
And I'm John Armstrong.
We're really excited about the work that you are about to see. These guys have been working on character development, circumstances, all that kind of good acting stuff.
Acting.
We're
working on acting. Yes, we are very excited tonight. And a few things to keep in mind. First of all, please turn off all your cell phones. If you have those available, turn them off. You know, don't be like, don't do that.
Airplane mode.
Airplane mode's great. Yeah. Disconnect, unplug, and plug in.
Here.
Unplug and plug in.
Just throw them out.
There's the man right there. The next thing to remember is that this is a film academy, obviously, so live performance is a very rare thing. It brings with it a certain amount of anxieties and excitement. So please, we ask that everyone be gracious and thoughtful and supportive in tonight's work. The next thing I'll say is please hold your applause between monologues until the end of the group. However, you may snap. Okay. Anything else?
That's all. Enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Hi, and welcome to the Comedy Club, New York's premier comedy center. My name's Cindy, and I'm a stand-up comedian. Let me tell you about myself. I'm fat. I'm unmarried. I have roaches in my kitchen. I use feminine hygiene spray in my hair, and I have such low self-esteem that when my mother told me to go out and get a nose job, I bought a pit bull and had it bite my nose off. That's my laugh track. Don't you just love New York? Don't you love the rats in the sewers? Don't you love the beggars on the streets when you go looking to buy a co-op? There's just so much controversy, it makes my head spin. My brain's on a washer-dryer cycle. Every morning I hook it up to the sink and I wash it out for 15 minutes. This is my form of meditation. My brain is very clean and damaged. I think I'd like the sound of my laugh track again, please. Yeah. Tell me, do you find me funny or just disturbing? You know, my mother said to me, Cindy, don't give away your pussy to any man unless you marry him. That's your one claim to fame, so don't give it away. Well, on my first date with Teddy, I found out he was allergic to cats, so I got rid of my pussy. But then on our honeymoon, we had nothing to talk about, so we played Pictionary and he went out with prostitutes. You know, my mother says not only am I worthless, but I'm not funny either. I wish my mother would just die. Then I'd have you all over for Bloody Marys made with her blood. That's not very funny, is it? Well, if you guys have been a great audience. Not great, but not totally worthless like me, so. And hey, if you see me in the gutter and I'm starving, I hope you'll throw me a nickel. Thank you. Good night.
That man, he doesn't know anything. Why should I let him? Why should any of us? Hasn't it occurred to any of you that he's so mean to us because he's over. He can't do this anymore, if he ever could. It's just power. It's the only power he has anymore. To destroy. And what he wants to destroy are young writers. It's twisted. And we're so desperate. We're so desperate that we're sitting here, letting that man destroy our hope, our dreams, our curiosity, talents, and why? It means nothing to him. Plus, that man has done so many drugs, he can't even remember what he read from one instant to the next. Plus, he's unethical, which I know it's a joke to even bring that up. That's how low ethics have fallen here. But I don't care. He's unethical and a bad teacher. And I'm supposed to what? Just jump up and down for joy because he says, oh, there's an unmistakable. No.
Fuck your sponsor. Go lick your sponsor's fucking balls, bitch. Oh, you wanna play? Try me. What are you gonna drink? A little misunderstanding happens because you're fucking stupid, and now you're gonna pick up a drink and get your ass violated back upstate and ruin everything because you're a jealous maniac with no leg to stand on. I'm fucking sorry you jumped to conclusions and had a conniption over nothing, and maybe I overreacted, but that's just because you questioned my integrity. Look, let's just go to the pie place, okay? And we'll have, like, some pie, and we'll talk. Or not even talk. We can just eat pie first and beat. You've got this the wrong way, Jackie. You're so far out of line. You're like Zimbabwe or some shit, and I think that cooler heads could prevail on both our parts if we just went to the pie place. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to put the ghetto on hold and eat some fucking pie with you if you're willing to entertain the notion that you're a fucking retard ex-con that's got an imagination like, I don't fucking know, Dr. fucking Seuss and shit, okay?
We are not good people, Lee. We're shit. I am, and so are you, and so is everyone we know. We take drugs, we deal drugs, we steal things. We don't work. You can't try and make us all look like saints just because it was Bobby's funeral. You still fuck his sister. You still took pills with him every single night. You can't try and make him look like a hero just because he was shot by Arabs. Look at us. Yes, he was beautiful and he had the sweetest smile. But God, he was thick. He was fucking stupid. He didn't have an education because he didn't behave at school. He was too busy saying fire to things. And all Mom and Dad ever did was tell him to stop being a little bastard and behave. You spent a whole day trying to be nice and respectful and telling people how he died for his country. But that isn't good. Because we are his country. I love him, and my heart is broken now that he's dead, but we're still shed. And the least you could do is be truthful about it. Shut up. That's right. I said, shut up, Grandpa. For once, you're going to listen to me. You can pretend to everyone else how kind and sweet and generous you are. But you can't do that to me. Because I know what you did. And you know damn well that you know what you did too. But what you will never know is how badly you fucked up my entire life. I was just a little girl. I trusted you. I even loved you. And now I'm some grown woman who's afraid of the dark. Afraid to go to the bathroom alone. Afraid to have sex or get close to any man because of you. But that's all changing. Right now, as of this moment. Because I'm here to tell you that I am taking my power back, Grandpa. I'm not some helpless child anymore. And you will never, ever touch me or anyone else like that again. You got that, Grandpa?
Look, I don't understand what you've got in your head anymore. I don't get it. Now you desperately need me. Now you desperately want me. Now you'll do anything for me. Now you can't leave without me. Why should I believe it this time? It was supposed to have been true every other time. Every other time it was supposed to have been true. Now it's true again. For 15 years. For 15 years you've been jerking me around. For 15 years I've been your personal yo-yo. I've never been split with you. I've never been two ways. I either loved you or not loved you. And now, I don't love you. I don't want you, I don't need you, and I damn sure don't need anything from you.
That's what we do. We fight. You tell me when I'm being an arrogant son of a bitch, and I tell you when you're being a pain in the ass, which you are 99% of the time. I'm not afraid to hurt your feelings. We have like a hard, really hard. You and me are gonna have to work at this every day. That's what I want to do. Because I want you. I want all of you. You and me, every day, forever. Will you do something for me? Just picture your life for me. 30 years from now, hell, 40 years from now. What does it look like? If it's with him, then go. Go, I lost you once, I think I could do it again. If I thought that's what you really want. Don't you take it easy with it.
Everybody. They said, don't come. I mean, I know you were angry because I wasn't here earlier. But I almost don't come at all because I was afraid. People told me to be afraid. This letter probably some sort of financial quagmire. That's really what this was all about. Getting me here to help out with
didn't believe that. I said, this is my mother and my sister. I need to be here for that. It's not money. And that's not what they are asking me. I told everyone that. And that's what I'm telling you. I can't. Because I wanted to be here. To help you. And go to the funeral to see her again. But if what you're saying is you have another motive, ulterior financial motive, I'm not a party to that. I wasn't even here. So if there is a financial issue, that is not my responsibility. That is my position. Okay? Okay, Jackie?
See these little black boxes? They're called telephones. I'm gonna let you know a little secret about these telephones. They're not gonna dial themselves, okay? And in the case of the telephone, it's up to each and every one of you, my highly trained Stratonites, my killers, who will not take no for an answer, my fucking warriors, who will not hang up the phone until their client either buys or fucking dies. Let me tell you something. There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man, and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time. Because at least as a rich man, when I have to face my problems, I show up in the back of a limo, wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold fucking watch. But before you depart this room full of winners, I want you to take a good look at the person sitting next to you. Go on. Because sometime in the not-so-distant future, you're pulling up to a red light in your beat-up old fucking Pinto, and that person's gonna pull right alongside you in a brand-new Porsche with a beautiful wife by his side who's got big, voluptuous tits. And who are you gonna be next to? Some disgusting wildebeest with 3 days of razor stubble and a sleeveless moo-moo crammed in next to you with a carload full of groceries from the fucking Price Club. That's who you're gonna be next to. So you listen to me and you listen well. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich. All you have to do today is pick up that phone and speak the words that I've taught you. And I will make you richer than the most powerful CEO in the United States of fucking America. You'd be ferocious. You'd be relentless. You'd be telephone fucking terrorist! Now let's knock this motherfucker out of the park! Ah!
There's a very particular sound associated with you. Just the smallest exhalation of breath. So light, sometimes it's just on the edge of being heard. But you made me to hear it. It is not spontaneous or surprised. It is meant to wound. It is meant to deliberately remind me of my own reason. It intimates something solid and hopelessly emotional that you, by all rights, should disdain or reject in me. But at the same time, it makes you unassailably good. Because all you do is make the sound and that resigned, fluttering palms of gesture. And stay reasonably silent in the face of what? If you did speak, you will call my provocations. And every time you do it, I felt vaguely ashamed because I haven't been caring, I haven't been forgiving, I haven't been accepting. I've had the immense bad taste to feel something when you didn't instigate it or ask for it. And worse yet, simply weren't in the mood for it. The worst of it is how painfully clear you enjoy what you're feeling about me. And how you want me to hear you feeling it. So that now, I realize that what used to be my pleasure in your company has suddenly become this longing to never, ever hear you make that sound again. Never.
You actually believe that you're the victim here, don't you? You actually believe that. I had the FBI come to my dorm room. They took my car, my credit cards, the TV, the computer, and you weren't there. I had to get on a bus, book Mom into a Holiday Inn. She had 3 suitcases with her and everything she owned. She was going on and on about the unfairness, the political. It was all political. It wasn't justice. There was no evidence. It was a travesty. On and on and on. The whole night she was shaking. Her whole body was shaking. And where were you, Dad? And Anna? Anna's 6 months pregnant. Her 3-year-old son is crying. He wants to know why his grandfather is on all the TV channels. She's having panic attacks every 3 hours. They think she's going to deliver the baby prematurely. She can't calm down. They want to give her drugs. She doesn't want drugs. She won't take drugs. She can't calm down. Because suddenly, everybody who has anything to do with you, everybody who has so much as met you, suddenly, everybody has become a suspect. Because you're toxic.
Listen up, leader starfuckers. My name is Tracy Morrison, and I'm here because I was nominated for my performance in Sorrow is My Sister. Now, if you all want to be nasty about this, then I can be nasty. First of all, April Newton, your movies are almost bad as your nose job. And Daniel Taylor, you little drum bitch. In a year you will be burned out, used up, and doing informals. And Rachel Brady, for some reason, for some good, awful reason, some dumbass put you in a movie and told you that you cannot. Shit! I can do one of your movies with $10 and a hooker from Harlem. I, myself, worked 3 jobs to put myself through college. I have studied every aspect of acting that you can possibly imagine. It took me 11 years to get a part in a film. And I got an agent, I got a manager, I got a lawyer, I got a personal motherfucking assistant. And it's all about the time. I deserve all of this because, like the foot of you dirty tramps, I care about the movies I make, not about the size of my bank account. So if you can contain yourself like if that's in your mom and God intends you all to be, then step aside. Because I can and I will. It's not about box office, it's not about having your face in every trashy magazine in America. It's about giving something to the world. And believe you me, I got plenty to give. Now, get the camera rolling because I'm ready for my interview.
Nonsense. Prepare to have your feet swept out from underneath you. Although, I must warn you, due to my asthma, I'm physically incapable of lifting you, and judging by your physique, you're not light enough for me to lift. But it's important that women have curves. It helps with birthing. Also, I must prepare you. Due to my acute food allergies, we will not be dining at a restaurant. Instead, I have prepared a scrumptious meal of peanut butter sandwiches. There may also be some gluten-free Jell-O. Also, I feel compelled to tell you that I have a sweating problem. It's usually brought on from stress, from public gatherings, like a dance. I do have a spray. It's a little sulfuric in nature. It kind of accentuates my body odor. Also, I get a little vertigo in cars, so we will not be driving. Instead, we will be riding my tandem bicycle. You probably weigh more than I do, and you look like you have some pretty strong thighs, so you'll be sitting in the back because we need those thighs to get over the hill between your house and the school. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, yes. Just in case you happen to fall in love with me, which is quite possible due to my magnetism and my knowledge of algebra, you will have to know that Wonder Woman will always come first in my heart. Okay? This is gonna be magic.
Let me tell you a little lesson about life, okay? Life isn't what you do. You sell Girl Scout cookies, right? So what do you got to sell? Like 300 of them? Okay. So let's say you got 300 Thin Mints, right? Okay. So you got 300 Thin Mint cookies, okay. So let's say you got like 300 boxes of Thin Mint cookies because those are the cookies that everybody likes, right? So here you are, you're selling them. Whoop-de-doo! Come buy my Thin Mints. And what happens? You sell 300 boxes of Thin Mint cookies for what? A medal? A fucking patch on your shirt that says, look at me? I just sold 300 boxes of Thin Mint cookies? And what's it all for? A fucking patch? But that's cool, because you know, patches, they're nice. They add a little color, a little flavor to your brown and your green. But see, you just don't understand. See, you don't understand that for every patch you receive in life, there's gonna be some motherfucker ready to stab you in your back and take your patch away from you. See, you just don't understand this. See, you're just a little girl. You think I'm a monster, but I had a patch too once. See, I had a patch too once. It was called a bachelor's degree. And I thought I could rule the world. Spent 6 years in college, and I thought, man, I finally got it right. I finally could do something with my life. I finally could get a job. Spent 6 years. What you think think I'm a monster because I shot you? Well, I'm not a monster. I only did it because I care. I only did it because... Okay. You're right. I am a monster. They took my job away from me. What was I supposed to do? They stabbed me in my back, took my job away from me. What else could I do? Spent 6 years in college. What was I supposed to do? Just one mistake and they never let it die. Just one mistake. They never let it die. Just one. I just want my fucking patch.
Now, we're friends. Of what you play so many times. And yes, in my opinion, you are an artist. You've always have been like me. An artist changes one's perception of reality. And I change yours a lot. Don't thank me. At the time, changing your perception of reality wasn't my intentions. I was trying to kill you. However, since death might be considered a drastic change in perceptions, I guess you could say my intention has been consistent from the beginning, artistically speaking. You ever kill anybody? Ever want to? I bet you have. It's great. You're so in control. Of course, I'm talking premeditated. You're so powerful. You walk down the street and no one knows how powerful you are. You're like God. All you need to do is act and everything changes. You've taken the color out of the painting and substituted one of your own. And you're giving somebody else's melody different notes. And you are a pebble that's been dropped in a pond. Concentric circles gets wider and wider. When you are capable of killing, you're not afraid of anyone. You laugh inside, because you know that hardly anybody else is capable of striking out the way you are. For keeps. You look good. People like you. Girls, I bet, like you. I bet they want to fuck you. I bet you have fun. I don't have fun. I never did. Why you? Why not me? Why not me? And if you must know, it was nothing personal. You see, when I pulled the trigger, I wasn't even thinking of you. No. I was thinking of me. I was thinking of me that everybody else was gonna be thinking. Of me.
I just fucking killed Chuck. I think. I mean, I don't know. He's just lying out there. He's not moving. I don't think he's breathing. So there I was, up on the roof with Marissa, talking, laughing, having a great time. I told her she reminds me of Sandra Bullock. I told her I love Hope Floats. Who knew those would be the magic words?
Next thing I know, her clothes are off. And we're loosening roofing shingles like there's no tomorrow. And then there's kissing, there's touching, there's biting. And then, all of a sudden, I feel somebody beating on me, like pounding. And then growling. Yeah, growling. And then I look up, and there's Chuck. And I say, dude, what's the problem? And he says, problem is, dude, you're fucking my girlfriend. So I turn to Marissa, and I'm like, you're somebody's girlfriend? She says, no. Turns out, Chuck just wishes she's his girlfriend, but actually she's his cousin or something. And he has all these feelings of guilt about wanting her. So he starts crying. She puts her clothes back on, goes back down to the party, and I'm left with Chuck. Crying, whining, blubbering Chuck. And then he goes in. Now he's a total fuck up, and maybe he should just kill himself. And I say, yes, do it, kill yourself. But I don't say that. What I say is, Chuck, you're gonna get a girl, just maybe not your cousin, huh? And then I give him a pat on the back, you know, like a nice manly slap on the back, and he looks solid. Who knew he'd go flying? Who knew he'd go flying right